Hey, Shalom Israel. It's Nashville, Tennessee. We hosting the Blackout Cookout under Commander Jerry Yohana, man. The ISCPK is inviting blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. July the 2nd through the 5th. You gotta be here. If you're not here, you're not trying to black this city out, because we are. Shalom.
Every time I hear about it, I just think they coming. And then now I feel like they not. I keep on getting mad about that. And I feel like they not even coming. And now we over there setting up on what it
Oh,
nobody coming to the cookout.
why you say that?
Because they probably got work.
Nah, man, don't think like that, man. Look, it's Thursday, scripture breakdown. You know, Muhammad coming down here. He gonna be at the school teaching from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Then after that, it's game night. Everybody gonna be at the school playing all kind of different games, Uno, PlayStation, Street Fighter, all that, right? Brothers gonna step out after that, but then Friday, we're gonna be feeding people from 10 to 2. We're gonna feed our people at J.C. Napier in university. So we're gonna do a food and clothing drive. After that, family day. On top of during family day, also we're gonna have a sisters tea party. So everybody's coming to that. And at the family day, it's gonna be bowling, movies. It's gonna be a restaurant in there, arcade, and that's just the starter. Saturday is the cookout, the blackout cookout. It's at 1 o'clock to 6. Everybody coming down here.
Well, sir, I'm very happy now.
You good?
I'm very happy now.
That's what's up, man. Let's go help our brothers, all right?
All right, come on.
All right, my man.
Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide. There's a ride on the spaceship.
Sometimes we'll be too rich. Alright, shalom. Yabashah Shabakathum to the brothers, Yahushua Thab Bashim Yahushua to the sisters. We are the ICPK, so our one way son to 5th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jerry Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible as well as the language. Tonight is Friday night, Lashwan Kadash, which is the language that we are speaking of. And it's being taught by preaching officer 50 Kabashwan out of the Nashville school, once again under Commander Jerry Yohana. So, well, first and foremost, before we get started, get a cookout of hand. It's underway. It is underway. All right. The time has been extended for you to book your rooms. If you have not booked your rooms already, please book your rooms. All right. You got to do that. Like, it's going to save you a lot of money. You're going to be close to all the events, everything. Like, that's something that you just can't just miss out on. All right. Airbnb be taxing in Tennessee. Why not just go ahead and just, book your room now? Now, all you got to do is just join we got a group on Facebook, a community. You join that community. And from there, you could do that, or you could just contact my camp leader, who is also prison officer of 5,000, the shot Mayatha out of Nashville School. Priest and officer of 5,000, the shot Mayatha out of the Nashville School. All right. So This is what we went over last week. Now, you got to study to show thyself approved, and I am approved. So, and the reason why I'm saying that is because in order to make something past tense, you literally have to put y after the first character. So this right here, you can if you get your notes out, you can either scribble it out, erase it, scratch it out, and you can just add this right here. All right. So to make I buy it, like it, mark it as trash. But that's just Satan working again. That is just Satan working again. All right. So let me get this right here started. Let me just hold this right here. All right. So in order to make anything past tense, you will add y immediately right after the first character, right? So in order to make I buy past tense, it would be not I buy, but I will buy, right? I will buy. And then like let me see if I write this as well. Cute. All right. So we got a knock Noah. I will buy. I will buy Noah. Right now, the reason why we added now is because it's referring to we. It's referring to us. But the word itself being past tense, it will be I will buy. So the only thing you have to do, if you already took a note from last week, where it says past tense, just add y. Then to write it out, just so you can have it in your notes. I will, and then you just put the rest. I will buy. That's how we look in the Hebrew for the past tense. And this is just our example word. But any word that you conjugate in order to make it past tense, add y. Right? Now, granted, if you want to be all the way technical, you can add this, like pull this over and place it there. But in a sense, everybody got their accent. You know what I'm saying? And you know how we are, right? So you can either just be all the way sounding correct, or you can still say the same thing and it's not wrong. All right. So that would look like, damn, why I write my dot like that? I don't like that. They look like cursed English. That, that does not belong on this board. You hear me? All right. You get what I'm saying? And in Assyrian, well, let me write this bigger. You got this in your notes? All right, good. So now I'm going to go back to writing this series. Before I even jump to what my part two is, I want to make sure I just get this part out of the way, all right? Because you got to study to show thyself approved. Fortunately for me, I had a great teacher, and the man above him taught him, and then he went back and taught me this, and then I just went back and just tested myself on it. All right, that's a glorious thing. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. If you can't even give at least 30 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half to the last one could dash, something is wrong. All right, there's no excuse, none at all when it comes to last one could dash. That would be I will buy, and then I will buy. I will buy no would be I then a wa, then of course a ba, a da, na, and then a y right here. Right. So that would be how you write it in the bastardized language that we call it. Now, like I said, it's important that we know it. There's reasons for that. All right. There's multiple reasons. Reason one, you can understand what's going on with global news. Also, you could decipher because Kanye West ain't the only famous person to try to write an apology letter in so-called Hebrew, which they wrote it in the Syrian to the devils and stuff like that. So you can say decipher messages. New decipher messages, and at the same time, you can also use it to communicate because brothers actually text you in the Syrian. So you can use it to communicate. I'm gonna put TXT for text. You can also use it to study slash research, because of course you can't just use the true language up here when you got the blue letter Bible, when you got two letter lookup, and when you got you know other things like that. But the main source that everybody use, but nobody uses more than school, of course, because we went study. But everybody else, like aside from school, they will also go to that because that's the most reliable way to study or research Hebrew words and being able to translate them from the Hebrew to the English, right? Now, granted, I only call it bastardized because, like I said this more than once. The Syrian characters are Babylonian characters in the order that they're placed in the form words is literally the way we do it, but they just go back and just throw Babylonian characters on it and make up their own sounds, syllables, and all that stuff. All right. And I'm gonna keep saying that because I really be praying that somebody just a Judaist or whatever they call them, Judaism when they believe like other like black people could, right? Black people like take on their same studies and stuff like that. They like you ain't seen it yet, but you're gonna see it. Like there are our people out there speaking Yiddish as we speak. I can't make this up. And they literally write like this, but they do it with comments like that. That's what's in the blue letter. Right. And you gotta be able to look past these comments and just read the characters, but read them as if you're reading the actual Lashwan Kadash. Because all it is our language that was stolen, our character patterns, but not our characters and not the syllables as well. You erase those syllables, and guess what? And you use an actual Hebrew to be able to decipher this in those apps, you come up with the exact same word. But this language is older than this language right here because this language was found on stone tablets that was older than whatever they were able to find this from, wherever they may have pulled that from. All right. And literally one of the first and not the first language. That's the only reason why why it's so easy for us to decipher this by using the knowledge that we have with the original. Mm. You can't be able to understand the fake until you understand the real. You get what I'm saying? And we able to use the real to break down the fake to where we could actually go back and decipher that and bring it back to this right here. We basically re-engineer by using the original language. That's amazing. You understand? Most High Christ. Most High Christ. That's right, Tabak. Most High Christ. Book your hotel. All right, now that we got that part out the way, I'm gonna leave it up there. I'm gonna put reasons for serious so people know why it's up there. I'm gonna just do that. Because if I shorten it too close, it would look a little crazy on the board, all right? Well, that's too we're just gonna jump right into the class. But we already done went over why we use the series. Now, I can show it at the end of the class, but if they really want to see it, they will actually come here and learn. If you could do it, and if I did it, and then the men above you did it, surely they can do it. All right? Especially if there was a lot of other people out there talking about, yeah, I go. Where you at? Now that don't mean you look down on them, but just learn. You gonna learn real quick. Take people's words at the grain of salt. All right. They can say it. They gonna sound very zealous in saying it. But if you don't see them, that's what it is. All right. So next thing for verb conjugation is our possessive adjectives. Right. Well, I can just pull that from over here. For example, I'm gonna give you the first example. What's the Hebrew word for father? You remember that? It's Abba. Abba is gonna be answer. All right. And right next to it, I'm gonna write father. So people understand what this word means. Now, possessive adjective is taking something, a person, place, or thing, and making it theirs, or making it someone else's. It makes it possessive. It could belong to me, it could belong to you, it could belong to them, it could belong to all. Right? So that I'm gonna give you these right here, like with a real nice example. Abba. Right? Now in our prayers, you hear the word Abba, but it's turned into a possessive. What would that sound like if you think about the prayers? Go ahead. Abba Now. Most High Christ. Do you know what Abba Now is saying? It's right there in context clues. Our Father. Correct. You get what I'm saying? When you add the Y to the end of Abba, it turns Abba or Father to our Father, right? So what if I wanted to say my Father? What would I use based off of what you see over there? Abba, yeah. That would be my Father. That makes it mine. All right. So I'm gonna get your notes down. I'm gonna have you write two of them. Then you're gonna take notes on that, right? You're gonna write down your note, but say remember. That sound good? Perfect. Here, take one of these marks. All right. So when you're done, I want you to write his father. I want you to write his father. Now, to those of you who wasn't paying attention to school, don't make that mistake in this school. All right. That's understandable to an extent. Because the world just makes everything that is good seem horrible. That's understandable. But it could become detriment to you learning the truth of the Bible or even the truth of your culture. All right.
So you said his father?
His father, Abuwa. Now, after that, put her father. All right. Perfect. So based off of this, I'm gonna write a random word up there. Well, nah. 'Cause I don't. I really want to tie this in with the last class because it's almost too easy to understand it for this fast. It's almost entirely too easy. It's a lot of you. I was supposed to use it. You remember? All right, most high Christ. It's a lot. All right. Now we got ayun. You remember what that word is? Alright. Right. This is the character, and this is what it references to. Like an eye. I know my eye is horrible, but don't worry about all that. Right. So now, if I wanted to say my eye, what would that be?
Ayunya.
Ayun. You see how easy it is to catch on to just you like Hebrew words. You start to kind of catch on.
Salafi, can you say it one more time?
Ayun?
So Ayun is my eye as well?
No. Ayun is I.
Oh,
If I want to say my eye, I would say Ayun.
that's what I thought.
All right. Now, of course, when you write it out in Hebrew, you can always remember, and that would be how you write. And with that being said, that will literally look like, because it's always right to left, of course, when you're in actual Hebrew. I, yeah, so you got to put a na, and then you put another ya. Now we get that this asterisk is right here. And so you will connect that to the word that came before, I mean, the character that came before it. So, of course, and that would be how you write it in the Hebrew. I want people to get used to that method. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come a time where I'm going to just, out of nowhere, write me the prayer on the board. I'm going to do that at some point in time. And it's going to be up to you to use that method to be a, and I ain't gonna want it in English. I'm gonna want it all in Hebrew. All right. So you better get used to using that as your reference. All right. Okay, the time is coming. It ain't gonna come tonight though. I give you that. But the time is coming. You get what I'm saying? The time is coming soon. And then once I get you caught up to speed, I can get back into my original curriculum where I was teaching how to read the Hebrew. You get what I'm saying? And that's basically when I pull scriptures, I write them all in the Hebrew. And you will use the vocabulary notes and so on and so forth to decipher. Or if you don't know, we go back into the Blue Letter Bible and I show people how to find the correct meaning through the little word itself. All right. And then that's when these will come in. That way you can understand why some words sound like this, even though the root word is that. Because the root word to ayunya is ayun. But the only reason ayunya is because you're making a possessive adjective turn into my eye. Because ayunya means I. Right. Now, of course, not all words are gonna sound. Would you raise your hand? All right. So like for example, for our I, it will literally be iron out. Now the only reason it's like this is because the knives are written. All he really added was our. That's all he really added. So there'll be our I. Now that'll be like it is like a teaching method. Like if I was teaching all Hebrew, if I was teaching like the body's anatomy in Hebrew, when I point and I'm like this, I was like, class, what's this? And everybody should be able to in Hebrew be able to tell me, Ayanawa, Ayanawa. Technically, it's Ayanawa, because if we're being real, the Hebrew has a very strict I sound. And all the time, not I, it's I. All right. Now, of course, like I said, everybody has the accent. That's why you get now, you hear now or not, but really, it's I. It really is supposed to be Ayanawa. Same thing with I would be like Abanawa, Abanawa, right? Abanawa. You know what I'm saying? You see how when you actually apply the street sound of the Hebrew language, it literally now you hear the Hebrew, you hear it sound like an entirely different language. You get what I'm saying? That's so that was just sidebar. I'm just saying, just throwing it out. Yeah, all right. Just throwing it out there because I do be doing it at my crib at times. I be catching myself underwear, not just be just trying stuff, and then my daughter just be looking at me. I'm like, yeah, right. So because she's gonna learn it too. My goal is to make sure my daughter's able to, not only my class, but that my own daughter is able to speak Hebrew fluently. All right, you teach them enough, it becomes embedded into your DNA. But in order for for it to become not only do you have to teach something, but somebody has to be willing to learn something to the same extent. All right. So what if I say your eye? I will, and this the male plural. Come, anything with this is masculine a lot of times, literally. But un is always feminine. You referring to a feminine object or feminine person. Go ahead. So I give my career would be I young come. But it's I. I mean, not for his eye, but your eye. So I had to catch myself. I was thinking, man, I just gave away what I want to do with the next word. It's all right. No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna just change the word up. I just gave it away already. It's all right. Tell you. But yeah, I income. But really, like I said, if you use the huh? Exactly. I income. Exactly. Now, whenever you actually use the actual right, right, and that would be your I master. All right. So we done went through the why. We done went through well, yeah, I forgot there is a like singular, like you referring to one singular person, and then there's male and female. That would be right. A young, right? A young. Dang, I need to be like this on the board. I done got two locked in. I'm telling you, like you just don't understand. You gonna be there. You gonna have a student. They gonna be sitting in your face, and you gonna be just looking them dead in the eye. Make sure they understand what you're saying. You gonna be doing that. It's gonna happen. All right. Your eye, singular, male, female. Say my ink pen like it's trash. But it's all right. Because Lord bless me with the ability to write Hebrew perfect. All right. Now, another example, after you write that down, another example we use this word out. Something new. It's up to me. We now you too wild. All right, let's let's do this. I ain't even gonna use that one because then that one gonna be controversial now. Cause it's like I was hoping you would see it. I just gonna hear just let the brother have. All right. All right. We can do. Cause I was gonna do that, but now we gonna do this right here instead. Nah, I'm just gonna do it. I think this is the best way to. Ah, as a matter of fact, do this. Even better. Ain't nothing better than having the island. I tell you that now. All right. So got idle one, which actually means I don't want to get people confused. So I'm gonna just write it lowercase, Lord or my Lord. All right. So if I wanted to make, what do I want to say? His Lord. I don't. I don't want to. His Lord. No, 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 no. You said out of one, yeah. Nah, he is why. Out of one. Ah. I was like, are you sure? Out of one, we is Lord. So what do I want to say? Our Lord. Out of one, right? Out of one, right? Exactly. When that nine right there, and another nine will literally turn into gibberish. It will become a word that don't exist. Like I said, the only rare case you'll get something like that is Yash Shakar. That's the tribe of Issachar. That's the only time you'll get something like that. Literally. Now, I ain't gonna say the only time it's rare. It's gonna be a few other cases, but it's not so casual to where we could just do the same thing like without a one. Right? Right. Let's say let's say let's say let's say your Lord. I don't know what kind or no. I don't want calm. Exactly. Calm. I'm gonna say you telling me yeah? You telling me yes, sir? I mean, I understand that's proper and all that, but that ain't, that ain't what yeah. Yeah, I'm just trolling, man. Just fooling with you. I know you were trolling. I like how you catch on. So there's still an N in there and stuff. I don't want to come because this is the root word. I don't want. And making it possessive is when you add. Right. Now, saying kind on kind is literally the equivalent of saying sir, yes, sir. Because kind is yes. When it's by itself. Now, of course, it changed. That's why it's important to know your possessive actions. When you make it possessive, you add kind to the root word instead of it being said separately, like kind, I don't want kind. If you just, what I'm saying, just saying like your father, like you speaking to a sister, your father, and you saying in Hebrew, I don't want them, right? It's just one word. It's all one word. It's been made possessive. You know what I'm saying? And that's still kind of verb conjugation. Yeah, me. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. That's great. Yeah. But do you see how easy it is to learn Hebrew language? It's literally just that easy. It's not as complicated as people make it seem. Very straightforward. Very straightforward. The language is simple, straight. It wasn't broke. It didn't need to be fixed. And that's why we're in this situation because people done fixed something that didn't need to be fixed to where they broke it. You get what I'm saying? All right. Let's see. I'm missing something. I know it. I know I'm missing something. Let's try. All right. Let's do. In order for me to make this make sense, I will have to take this down. What do I want to say, my Lord? What if I want to make it possess and say mine? This is my Lord. I don't want, yeah. Exactly. I don't want. I don't want. And that's saying what? My, my Lord. Man, my, my proud pupil, you are. Man, that's crazy. Man, they just start talking like Yoda. You know what I'm saying? But literally, that's how easy it is for possessive adjectives. We know subject pronouns, and then make some past tense. That was really what we had to make sure we revisited to start the class. But then we never get to possessive adjectives and literally was that easy. This is true. Very easy. I gotta write this down. For sure. It's important. It's very important. Matter of fact, that's what I would do. I'm like, 'cause you can see it smiling away to where everybody else can see me. So I'm going to do that right now. Yes. Page. All right. Me slash mine. All right. Kai is yours. Let's say singular, male, female. Then we got high, and we got Y high. So, of course, Y is masculine, right? Or his, but it refers to a masculine, right? And then high is always referring to something feminine. So you can say her, his, her. Yeah. Come. I don't know when I first heard it. I was like, man, that's confusing. Till it wasn't. Yeah. All right. And that come and con is once again your, but then the first one, which is come, is your, and is masculine as well as plural. Same thing for the sisters is your and it's feminine, but it's still plural. Let's just change that. And we have not, right? Not is there. And I'm pulling this off from something I wrote there very, like a while back, but I'm pretty sure y'all can see it. So here we are. So we get these in your notes, right? And it says there is masculine when you go as not, right? No, my handwriting horrible. So I just grab it back. It's my. Now it's feminine. Okay, when the glasses left my eyes, I was out of here, all right? I was out of here. I understand why I need them now. Until the men above me know better than me. All right. My aluminium, they've been telling me Get glasses. They've been telling me that for since I was a young man. And it's like I'm right there like having pride, not listening. I can see pretty good. I can see pretty good. I don't want gotta try to prove it in every way I can see good, but hey man, that's how you know, man. You don't know nothing. Yeah, I don't want to do. All right, the men above you do. They know. You know nothing. Everybody should take pride in not knowing anything. The reason why it's so much chaos in the world because everybody think they know everything. And that's the problem. If everybody know everything, can't nobody learn nothing. All right. Yeah, that was Martin. Very dear first, all right.
So UPK, you got bars.
Hey man. And yeah, equal I or I am. That's I. Oh wait. I don't want nobody getting these mixed up. Okay, and these are subject. Oh, right. I is you, and that is both masculine and plural. I mean, not masculine and plural, but masculine and feminine, right? A thumb is you, plural, masculine. A thumb is you, plural, feminine. Then I wasn't even looking at the board right there. I just started writing. But that's what I'm saying. That's how it happens at times, though. But I want to make sure people see that I'm looking at the board and pulling this off the actual source. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of give people used to it. Like, because everything that's on that board over there, I learned as a young man. And I want to leave it on the board for a reason. All right. So I can be able to do this. I see how your eye is she. All right. We is literally the longest word ever. Had. But it's boys. A knock more. That's funny. We, and of course, well, I wouldn't pretty much jump the gun on that. Like, the rest of it is not really real. Like that's what I'm saying. A good thing about just knowing the difference between math and or if you ain't know, when we refer to a lot of brothers, yeah, I was talking about the thumb. I just said it. Yeah, I was saying about the thumb. I had to say it again because I don't want to stutter. Dang, I just did it again. No sweat. They'll just say and try to test me. I ain't gonna let them win. All right. Then when we be like referring to like groups of like the Sabbath service or like during Thursday night scripture breakdown, when we turn to salute the sisters, you ain't never know. We don't say Yahweh Shema Alatah. We say Yahweh Shema Alathun because we're referring to more than one sister. So we're saying you, but it's plural and it's referring to a feminine subject. All right. I just make it funny. I'm smart. No, not really. I don't know nothing. I always said, if you got to tell people you're smart, you're not really as smart as you think. You know what I'm saying? People should be able to see that you're smart.
I see. It's a lot of the those last two on the blue side.
The blue side. Oh, that right there is actually what I already got rid of there.
Except for, oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said. That's why I said I jumped the gun on that. I didn't realize it was about. Once again. Happy to the best of us. If you're in school, you're the best of us. Mhm. Okay, well, in order to form sentences, we're going to start working on forming my sentences. How we're gonna do it is we're gonna resume how to read the Hebrew starting next week. All right. And then from there, you would use context clues from the script that will pull to how they perform, and you'll be, everybody be able to go up there and try writing their own sentence. All right. Because basically, learning how to start a conversation in Hebrew or even form a sentence, you will need to know your positive adjectives, subject, pronoun. That's literally the basics. Really, the real basics is learn the characters. That's one. Two, you learn your vocabulary. Then you should be able to learn how to turn those vocabulary into positive adjectives and pronouns. And then from there, you start learning how to add on words to other words as far as into the sentence. Not combine a word, but adding words onto another to form a sentence. That's the basis. That's really not. It's not. That's how simple the Hebrew language is. Exactly. Think about that. The Yahweh Bashim Yashabakata, Yahweh Shema Allah Ta Bashim Yahushai, the Shema Yash Ali Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Akkad. That's when you get all of that. That's when you get all of that. That's literally where you get all of that from the basis. But that's where you get all that, though. All right. And with that, I'm not even in the camera, so loud. And with that, we had an Ashley case at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding Jenny Yohana. And this is Friday Night Flash Kadash, and that will be my time. Shalom, all right? Most time Friday. I got it. No, I don't.
Hey, Shalom Israel. It's Nashville, Tennessee. We hosting the Blackout Cookout under Commander Jerry Yohana, man. The ISCPK is inviting Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. July the 2nd through the 5th. You gotta be here. If you're not here, you're not trying to black this city out, because we are. Shalom.
Man, ain't nobody coming to the cookout. Every time I hear about it, I just think they coming. And then now I feel like they not. I keep on getting mad about that. And I feel like they not even coming. And now we over there setting up on what it
Oh,
nobody coming to the cookout.
why you say that?
Because they come about work.
Nah, man, don't think like that, man. Look, it's Thursday, scripture breakdown. Jeremiah Hyman coming down here. He gonna be at the school teaching from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Then after that, it's game night. Everybody gonna be at the school playing all kind of different games, Uno, PlayStation, Street Fighter, all that, right? Brother's gonna step out after that, but then Friday, we're gonna be feeding people from 10 to 2. We're gonna feed our people at JC Napier in university. So we're gonna do a food and clothing drive. After that, family day. On top of during Family Day, also, we're going to have a Sisters Tea Party.
What?
So everybody's coming to that. And at the Family Day, it's going to be bowling, movies. It's going to be a restaurant in there, arcade. And that's just the starter. Saturday is the cookout, the blackout cookout. It's at 1 o'clock to 6. Everybody coming down here.
Well, sir, I'm very happy now.
You good?
I'm very happy now.
That's what's up, man. Let's go help our brothers, all right?
All right, come on.
All right, my man.
Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide. There's a ride on the spaceship.